this nation. OSBC brings you the news. News across the country.
Good evening and welcome to the news across the country. I am Samuel Babawale. Federal Executive Council approves the leasing of aircraft for operations by country's carrier. Senate issues impeachment threats to President Muhammadu Buhari. Environmentalists once against indiscriminate refuse disposal in Osun State. Abducted family members of former governor of Bauchi State regain freedom. Now the news in details. The federal government has approved the leasing of 3 aircraft for the commencement of operations for the country's carrier, Nigeria Air. The Minister of Aviation, Adesireka, disclosed this to State House correspondent at the close of the Federal Executive Council meeting chaired by President Muhammadu Buhari at the Council Chambers at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Sireka noted that the airline will begin with 3 aircraft made by Airbus and Boeing, which will run solely domestic routes and later be expanded into regional and intercontinental routes. Since it was unveiled at the Farnborough Air Show in England in July 2018, Nigeria Air has been mired in controversies that led to its suspension in September 2018, barely 2 months after its proposal. Meanwhile, as part of its administration's relentless effort to rekindle the collective hopes of the citizens and stimulate the state's economy, Osun government has partnered Nigerian Air Force to build Africa's first and largest aviation city in Osun. The initiative, according to the government, is a testament to the current administration's untiring efforts to keep the dream of having an airport in Osun alive. This is even as Osun Governor Adeboye Gawitola today handed over the runway and airport corridor for the commencement of the construction phase of the project. The Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal Oladayo Amo, who led the Nigerian Air Force delegation to Osun, lauded Governor Gawitola for what he described as a major milestone in the state's history, describing the partnership as another developmental stride in the state. According to him, the aviation city is sequel to the relocation of the Research and Development Center of the Force from Kaduna to Osogbo in 2021, in addition to the existing Nigerian Air Force Institute of Safety and a Special Operation Force Group at Ipetu Ijesha. Describing the components of the project, Amao, who was represented by the Principal Director, Air Force Research and Development Center, Air Vice Marshal M.O. Onilede, said the project would include an aircraft manufacturing plant, a maintenance repair organization, and an unmanned aerial vehicle production center, among others. President Muhammadu Buhari has approved the appointment of 3 persons into a parastatal and agencies as executive officers. The Director of Information, Office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Mr. Willie Bassi, made this known in a statement today in Abuja. The appointees are Tijani Kara, Managing Director, Oil and Gas Free Zones Authority, and is to serve for initial 3 years term. Mr. Augustine Umahi is to serve as Secretary, Revenue Mobilization, Allocation and Fiscal Commission for initial term of 4 years. According to the statement, President Buhari also approved the renewal of the appointment of Captain Junai Abdullahi as the Executive Secretary, Border Community Development Agency, for a final term of 4 years with effect from September 2022. Some senators walk out on the Senate President Ahmad Lawan today after he allegedly refused the minority leader, Senator Philip Aduda, to allow them to lead the motion on the impeachment of President Muhammadu Buhari. Report says Aduda and some other senators of the People's Democratic Party who walk out of the plenary were displeased with the worsening security situation in the country and are threatening to impeach the president. It was learned that at the commencement of plenary yesterday, the lawmakers questioned the Senate President Ahmad Lawan on why the issue of insecurity was not in the order paper. In the meantime, some senators have issued 6 weeks ultimatum to President Muhammadu Buhari to address multiple security breaches in the country or face impeachment. The minority leader of the Senate, Philip Aduda, disclosed this today after the ultimatum to press after their demands following a mass walkout by his colleagues. Mr. Aduda disclosed that the opposition senators had issued a 6-week ultimatum to President Buhari to tackle the multiple security challenges in the country. They agreed to commence the impeachment proceedings against the president should he fail to address the insecurity within the period given by the lawmakers. During the plenary, Mr. Aduda addressed a point of order asking the Senate President Ahmad Lawan to discuss the security situation in the country and the impeachment of President Buhari. The motion was dismissed by Senator Lawan, leading to a walkout of the legislators from all the political parties outside the All Progressives Congress, APC. Meanwhile, the Senate today commenced a 7-week annual recess. These followed the adjournment of the plenary by Senate President Ahmad Lawan till the 20th September. The House of Representatives has called on the National Identity Management Commission to redesign the National Identity Card to accommodate the National Identity Number of the bearer. This is against the backdrop of the unanimous adoption of a motion of urgent public importance moved by a member of the House, Frederick Agbeti, at the plenary today, moving the motion titled Need to Have National Identity Number displayed on the National Identity Card. Agbeti noted that the NI is used by the government of many countries as a means of tracking their citizens' permanent and temporary residency for work and other purposes. The lawmaker also noted that the NIN is issued and managed by the NIMC, which was established to manage Nigeria's identity in government institutions, register individuals, and introduce general multi-purpose cards. According to him, the NIN, which matches one's biometric, is issued for virtually all transactions in Nigeria requiring identity verification. In the meantime, the House of Representatives has decried the over $1 billion that the country loses to the fight against malaria annually. The Parliament is also investigating the federal government's National Malaria Elimination Program for allegedly breaching the country's local counter policy and importing mosquito nets without approval. At the plenary today, the House unanimously adopted a motion jointly sponsored by 3 of its members, Benjamin Kalu, Yusuf Sonunu, and Abubakar Dairo, titled "Call for Intervention in Nigeria's Losses in the Fight Against Malaria." In the motion, the lawmakers noted that Nigeria accounted for 27% of malaria cases and 31% of malaria deaths worldwide, with malaria claiming no fewer than 200,000 lives and afflicting 61 million others in 2021 alone. According to the sponsors, Nigeria has over the years made notable progress in scaling up and the impact of malaria interventions as regards the utilization of mosquito nets for children less than 5 years, and has increased significantly from 6% to 49%, and parasite prevalence reduced from 42% in 2010 to 23% in 2018. A federal Capital Territory High Court will tomorrow rule in the bail applications filed by the suspended Accountant General of the Federation, Ahmed Idris, and 3 others over alleged 109.5 billion naira fraud. Other defendants are Olusegun Akindele, Mohammed Usman, and Gezawa Commodity Market and Exchange Limited. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, last week arraigned Idris, Akindele, Usman, and Gezawa Limited on a 14-count charge bordering on misappropriation of 109.5 billion naira. Justice Adeyemi Ajayi adjourned the KFC tomorrow after listening to the submissions of all counsels in the matter on the bail applications. In addition, she ordered that the defendant should be remanded in Kuje Correctional Center pending the ruling. Osun State Youth Labour Movement has felicitated with the Governor-elect Senator Ademola Adeleke on his success in the just concluded gubernatorial election. A joint release signed by the NLC Chairman, Comrade Jacob Adekomi, his counterpart Adebowale Adekola of TUC, and JNC Chairman, Comrade Bayo Adejomo indicates that the landslide victory is an indication that Senator Adeleke is a man of the people. The Joint Labour Movement therefore pray God to grant the governor-elect wisdom and strength to administer the state successfully in order to put smiles on the faces of the people of the state. This is the news across the country, coming to you from Osun State Broadcasting Corporation. ILEWA Balio Shubo, Voice of the West. Now, a mid-news message. It is only when everyone works harder that the nation could record a sustainable growth. Contribute to your own quota. Members of the general public have been called upon to stop an indiscriminate dumping of refuse, most especially during the rainy season. The president of Osun State chapter of the Environmental Health Officers Association of Nigeria, Sanitarian Ola Olufemi, gave the advice today while exchanging views with OSBC News. Sanitarian Olufemi maintained that the extant law prohibiting indiscriminate dumping of refuse in Nigeria, which is still in force, is applicable in the state. He cautioned all and sundry in the state to display Omoluabi ethos by keeping their environment clean at all times. The sanitary officer maintained that the state government is spending a huge amount of money to promote environmental standards. Senator Ola Olufemi speaks further.
Sincerely, this habit is inimical to human existence, and I believe it's not peculiar to Osun alone. It's a general problem in Nigeria, even beyond. And I think what we need is attitudinal change, because there is need for us to change our attitude. And that is why we don't relent in our effort to nip this in the bud, to ensure that people are well sensitized, to ensure that we do what is needful. It is known, it's a fact known, that it's not good to always dump refuse on water paths. It's not always good. It's not the best for us to drop refuse dump into waterways, because at the end of the day, all these little things that we say they do not matter, they will come to become matters arising. They will end up, causing flood and erosion and water field, and that can lead to loss of property, lives, and animals. So we want to enjoy our people to desist from this bad habit, because it's not good for our life as human. And as a government is actually doing a lot to ensure that all our waterways, they are being taken care of, they are being cleared, or they are being channelized. But our members of the public, then we are not really helping the government, and we call ourselves Omoluabi. Okay, we are in the state of the virtuous. We have to make sure that we live in a healthy environment, ensure that we engage the service of PSP. This PSP, they are to, cater for the disposal of all our refuse to the approved dump site. This is the only way that we can live a healthy life. When we go to civilized world, you see that this is what they are practicing. But here we are not keying in. The government is doing a lot to ensure that we key in. You see people just dropping refuse on the roadside. At the end of the day, government spend a lot of money to carry these things on hourly basis. We are not helping the government, and indirectly we are not helping ourselves. So I want to enjoy our people that we should stop desist from habits of just dumping refuse indiscriminately, especially during the rainy season on drainages around us.
Senator Ola Olufemi speaking there. The Director General, OSBC, Mr. Rashid Folarami, has emphasized the need for parents to invest in the education of their children. He said that these are the 36th valedictory service of Gulf International Schools, Ejigbo. The Director General was represented by the Deputy Director Marketing, OSBC, Mr. Okpeye Misola, also advised the graduating students to further their education by building on the educational foundation they had laid. Mr. Rashid Folarami, who chaired the occasion, stressed the need for graduates to channel their academic pursuit to resourceful education, being the hope of the future, noting that education is the most powerful weapon to change the world. The DG OSBC maintained that the students should not allow the present circumstances posing hardship to students in various institutions frustrate them. Delivering the valedictory service lecture titled "Determination: The Keys to Achieving One's Goal," Professor Taiwo Akinero enumerated the key traits to successful self-determination as divining one's success path, keeping one's expectation high, understanding one's ability, and setting high goals, as well as developing strategies to meet the set goals. Dignitaries at the ceremony included Olashoko of Ichoko Oni, Mosumola II, Oba Usman Oyetoji Oyedele, former DG Osun State Minister of Education Prince Tunde Ajiboye, former Director Osun State Minister of Education Alhaja Titilayo Olawo, and Tutor General Osun West Education District Office Mr. Emmanuel Onotola. The 10th anniversary of Onishedo of Ishendo Obagaba Akeni Salam Adebiyi Fatoku I on the throne of his forefathers holds tomorrow morning. Venue is Onishendo's Palace, Ishendo in Egbedore, local government area of Osun State. Released by the royal families indicate that the event will also witness the commission of ultra-modern Onishedo Palace. Royal fathers expected to grace the occasion include Obafolonsho Abuade Makanju Osunsoko, Arule Ara, Aragberi of Iragberi, Oba Abdurazak Taiwo Ajibade Adigbe, Alawo of Awoba Yusuf Amudajadi, Olukotun of Ikotun, and Oba Abdulaziz Babalola Elekuro of Ekuro. 14 days after a group of government stormed the family residence of the former governor Adamu Muazu, where one of his nephews was killed and 3 others abducted, police authority has confirmed their freedom. Bauchi State Police spokesman Hamid Wakil disclosed that the victims were released and taken to the Abubakar Tafawa Balewa University Teaching Hospital for medical attention. Police and family sources did not reveal whether ransom was paid or not. The gunmen struck on July 13 killed the 25-year-old Muazu Danladi, while Ajia Asmau, the younger sister to the ex-governor Malama Alima Abdullahi, and Wanura, a family member, told reporters that they had been released and thank God for his intervention. Former world 100 meters hurdle champion Kenny Harrison has lauded Toby Amusan for breaking a world record at the EMEA Abodere Asmo on Sports Update.
Nigeria and Benin Republic may co-host the 2025 African Cup of Nations. The competition is originally billed for Guinea. President, Nigerian Football Federation Amaju Pinnick stated that the Confederation of African Football (CAF) is likely to withdraw the hosting right of the 2025 African Cup of Nations from Guinea. Pinnick said Nigeria and Benin Republic are working on a joint bid to host the biennial competition. Recall that Nigeria co-hosted the 2000 African Cup of Nations with Ghana. Meanwhile, African Soccer Governing Body (CAF) has released the list of the outstanding players that made the team of the tournament for the just concluded Women African Cup of Nations in Morocco. Expectedly, 2 Super Falcons players, Osinachi Ohale and Rashidat Ajibade, prominently featured in the team. Champions Bayana of South Africa dominated the team with 4 players, and host Atlas Lioness of Morocco produced 3 players, while third place winner Shipolopolo of Zambia had 2 players. In the meantime, the leadership of the Nigerian Women's Football League club owners has asked the caretaker committee chairperson of the Nigerian Women's Football League, Aisha Falode, to desist from meddling in its affairs. The association, in a press statement in response to NWFL's claim on his recently conducted and peacefully concluded election of his executive, reminded Aisha Falode that club owners are absolutely independent. The statement, signed by its public relations officer, Humphrey Njoku, wondered why the chairperson of the NWFL will publicly put a response to our correspondence regarding the emergence of their new executive. Slovenian club NK Maribor has captured the striker of Nigeria Professional Football League champions Rivers United, Ishak Rafiu, on a 3-year deal. The 21-year-old forward made all the headlines last season, scoring 14 goals to propel the club to the league title. The Slovenian Stride on Tuesday announced his signing, and the club expressed happiness over the move. Rafiu made his Super Eagles debut in an international friendly against Mexico in the United States. Former world champion and American hurdler Kenny Harrison has speared encomiums on Nigeria's track sensation Toby Amusan for smashing a 100-meter women's hurdles world record. Kenny Harrison set the world record in the women's 100 meters hurdles with a time of 12.20 seconds on July 22, 2016 at the London Muller Anniversary Games, breaking the world record of 12.21 seconds set nearly 20 years earlier by Bulgarian athlete Jodenka Dunkova. Amusan wiped out the world record in the semi-finals of the World Athletic Champions to clock a time of 12.12 seconds and powered to win the final in 12.06 seconds in Oregon, United States. Harrison congratulated Amusan for smashing a record. Sport Update returns tomorrow. My name is Adeyemi Aboden.
To end the news across the country, here again at the major points. The federal government has approved the leasing of 3 aircraft for the commencement of operations for the country's carrier, Nigeria Air. Some senators today walk out on the Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, after he allegedly refused the minority leader, Senator Philip Ajuda, to lead a motion on the impeachment of President Muhammadu Buhari. The president of Osun State chapter of the Environmental Health Officer Association of Nigeria, Senator Ola Olufemi, has implored members of the general public to stop indiscriminate dumping of refuse, most especially during the rainy season. 14 days after a group of gunmen stormed the family residence of former Governor Adamu Muaso, where one of his nephews was killed and 3 others abducted, police authority has confirmed their freedom. That was the news across the country, edited by Temitope Olaiwola and delivered by Samuel Pabali. For more stories, you can visit our website, osbcng.org. Thanks for listening.
Everybody, we're gonna listen to the show. We play you reggae music that is pleasant to your soul. It's a the selector, we know. Playing reggae music, we know. Reggae, 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 reggae time. The selector, we know. Playing reggae music, we love. Reggae, 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 reggae time.
Well, this is General Summer P, the lyrical scientist. OSBC 104.5 FM. General Summer P says so.
On the beat is Pinkcraft.
My name na Shegun and I be village man. All of una wey like to blame us village people because una business no dey do well. Shey una think say we no get our own nation? Abeg, we village people no get your time o. Check yourself first.
Village people aren't the reason your business isn't growing. Introducing Money Point, a business bank that helps you realize your business dreams with easy access to quick loans, ease of payment collections, and general business management tools. Visit www.moneypoint.com and let's help you power your business dreams. Money Point, powering dreams.
More music on trendybeats.com.
I left them post on my Instagram, so you can see there was a turning point. There is no method or diagram. Oh my God, shape, you know where I was coming from. Now look at me, I've gone far. They don't know when I run past. More money, more respect. Give them what they don't expect. Now look at me, I've gone far. They don't know when I run past. More money, more respect. Give them what they don't expect. My for walk on me, 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 my